I haven't even gotten into the North Korea situation. New World Order's moving on all fronts. They're moving here domestically, saying all protest is terror. That's another thing. You see this poor woman get killed. I've got lots of footage of cops beating Americans and British to death and shooting you with rubber bullets and killing you. And footage of cops shooting Americans handcuffed in the back and then not getting in trouble. Remember this? Woman dies after head injury sustained after Red Sox win. Talk about a way of spinning it. We could play the video of this. Cops walk up, shoot her at less than 10 feet in the face. She comes walking out of a bar, journalism student, no criminal record. And the cop, maybe we should pull that up, shoots her right in the face with a rubber bullet shotgun. He knows you're not supposed to shoot you any more than 35, 40 feet, depending on the load. I mean, they know that kills people. He didn't care. He shot her. Her eye went back in her brain. She died. Now, you're not going to see that. She died in minutes. You're not going to see, up-close video footage. The police fought to not release their own internal video. I never saw that. I saw chopper video of him like 10 feet away shooting her right in the face. I mean, right in the face. She comes walking out. He thinks it's a video game. He wants to have some fun tonight. He's bored in this Stormtrooper outfit. You die, lady. Now, are we going to have a foreign government bombard the entire United States because they killed this woman? Again, we don't know who shot this woman in the chest, but we know at these rallies, if you pull back with the footage, they're burning cars, burning buildings, moving up, attacking and beating the police to death. The police are going to shoot you. It's going to happen. And again, that's the facts here, is that they want to go bombard Iran and not show you all the dead kids, but they want to show you this woman dying. Show them shock and awe, folks. Now, they don't show you the up-close people getting killed when it's the globalists attacking the country. They will only show you from a distance. And it's like, oh, look at the fireworks display, honey. Oh, look, flashes in the night sky. Oh, how dare those Iraqis shoot their primitive anti-aircraft up into the sky. Those dirty terrorists. We're only blowing up all their... Oh, there you go. Oh, we blew up a whole apartment building full of men, women, and children. Oh, it's just war. These things happen. The Japanese, even though they tried to surrender unconditionally, they deserved to have Hiroshima and Nagasaki A-bombed. Even though the Flying Tigers, for a year and a half before they attacked Pearl Harbor, were attacking them in China. Oh, and again, I'm just stating the facts here. So it'll be nice distance photos of skyscrapers being blown up full of people. But when it suits them, they'll show you the woman up close, gasping and fighting for her life. I'm going to get into North Korea after some more calls, and then another big, huge news blitz. And I have a Texas state senator coming on about the police all over the country robbing everybody. And finally, because of you getting the word out, mainstream media is admitting the new Federal Reserve takeover bill is over all of government, total dictatorship of the Fed. We're going to talk about that as well. So Jim, Beverly, John, Lou, and others, that is coming up. Before I end this hour, I need to start thanking sponsors. I only have one sponsor an hour, but I always wait till the end of the show to start plugging them, so I need to need to get to those now. One of them is efoodsdirect.com. This is the name in high-quality, storable foods. They have just incredibly good prices, non-GMO, non-hybrid, clean, healthy, grown right here in the United States food. Really tasty stuff as well. 1-800-409-5633. Get prepared. Get some storable food. Stop trusting the system. Get self-sufficient, ladies and gentlemen. I have bought my storable food from them. That's why I got them as a sponsor. I'm like, hey, this is actually good storable food. The other stuff I bought's junk. I'll call them and get them as a sponsor. 1-800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com. That's efoodsdirect.com. Big banners up on Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com. Stay with us. Bottom line, the CIA is using a power structure split in Iran as a pretext to then demonize the country worldwide to make it look like a popular revolution so they can launch military strikes on them. The committee of experts can kick anybody off the ballot they want. And so they allow you to run for president. That means they've already selected you. So they let the people choose from who they choose, kind of like what we have here with the big banks owning both parties. Just a little bit more of the illusion. And this guy that supposedly said he won, he announced that he'd won hours before the polls even closed. Classic CIA op. Remember, the CIA and MI6 overthrew Iran in 53. The pro-West Mohammad Mossadegh, just because he wouldn't give them all the oil money, he wanted to modernize the country. They used radical Muslims to do that, then bait and switch, put the Shah in. The Shah's son is running around wanting to go take back over at the press club. It's on CNN. It's just disgusting lies about oppression when his dad killed hundreds and hundreds of thousands by torture under CIA command. I mean, it's just hypocritical. Don't call yourselves the good guys, and don't say you're the good guys. The people running our country, the New World Order running our country, want to destroy our liberties and freedoms, and they'll treat us just like the Iranians if they can get away with it. Okay, our common enemy is the New World Order. Does that mean I love all the mullahs? No. Kim Jong-il's another subject. Pure evil. Just as evil as the globalists, just not as smart, not over as big a kingdom. And they're going to use that little demon as a pretext, so I'm going to cover that after the break. Right now, let's keep taking calls. Jim in Ohio, you're on the air, Jim.
Maranatha, Alex, Semper Fi. I just wanted to tell you that, you know that Green Corps thing that you talked about? People were joining felons and stuff. Well, my nephew's, he's in the jail right now, and he's qualifying to join that, and he was a former Army Ranger. And the other thing I saw was a movie on TV the other day called Pentaloot or something like that, and it was a girl born part pig. She had a pig nose, pig ears, like that there. And as far as the war things goes, these have been going on just like this. You can trace it clear back far in history. They use people for their bullets and their things to do whatever they want to do. It's always been done that way. And thanks for what you're doing. Maranatha.
Maranatha. I'm ignorant. What does that mean? I remember vaguely what it means. I can't. Look up Maranatha, see what that means. Let's talk to Beverly in Georgia. Beverly, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Beverly.
Oh, good afternoon, Alex. I've just got a couple of quick points that I wanted to tell you about, and thank you for waking me up to Ron Paul. I was honored to volunteer for him when I was living in South Carolina. You know, you've seen those pictures that went across the Internet of Iraqi women and holding up pictures of signs saying, "Thank you, Mr. Bush," and "Thank you, America," and stuff like that. You familiar with that?
Yes, in English, all staged.
Right, exactly.
That's now admitted that was all staged. No, it was run by Ahmed Chalabi on record. Yeah.
Absolutely. My cousin is married to one of the spin doctors for the Air Force. Before that ever went on the Internet, it ruined my Christmas to see that one time. And so if anybody that sees that, and it's still going around, and it's just disgusting that
they use 3-year-old video of Palestinians celebrating an election and said that was them celebrating 9/11. It's just all lies.
It sure is. It sure is. And people need to understand, whenever I get that video or those pictures now, I write in what I know and I send it around and tell them you better wake up.
Stay there. I'm going to come back to you. By the way, I'm not even trying to prove my point about this being a setup in Iran. BBC's had to retract. It's admitted. CNN's doing it. They crop photos of Ahmadinejad supporters and then say that they're really supporting his opposition. I mean, they're just faking everything. They probably shot this woman themselves and were all ready for it. It's disgusting.